I'm the president of the RMHS Band Program. We are so happy you're able to join us in celebrating the arts. As you will see, both on the stage and out on Main Street, the arts are alive and thriving here in Reading. If you haven't already done so, please make sure you take a look at the wonderful artwork on display on Main Street. From our beginning artists in elementary school, to our developing artists in middle school, culminating in the advanced art you see displayed by our RMHS students. For the first portion of tonight's concert, we will present the combined Coolidge and Parker 6th grade band, under the direction of Mr. Andrew Norton and Ms. Cheryl Webster, followed by the combined 6th grade chorus under the direction of Miss Jenny DeMuzio and Miss Lisa Wistrom. The young musicians you will hear today have been working on tonight's performance for the past few months at their individual schools. And today they joined forces for only one dress rehearsal. You're in for a real treat. At 7 o'clock this evening, you will experience our jazz extravaganza, immediately followed by a performance from the RMHS Drama Club featuring Improvisaurus. Please give these young performers and their hardworking teachers a warm welcome.
My name is Cheryl Webster. I'm the band director of Coolidge, and behind me we have 185 6th grade band musicians. So very, very large group, which Mr. Norton and I are very excited about. We've been practicing the music at our own schools. We've had 1 hour to work together, to put it together, and the kids have done an amazing job. One thing that I love about 6th grade band is the improvement that happens in this first year, and you're definitely going to hear a huge jump from where we left off in December. What you're also going to hear, in addition to just harder music overall, is more musical expression. So you're going to hear us play louder, play softer, change the length of our notes, and hope you can appreciate all of that work we practice. It doesn't happen just automatically. We kind of notice what the music is telling us and work really hard on that. Our first piece is a fanfare called First Light. We thought it would be a really nice way to kind of start our first concert together. And again, appreciate how many wonderful musicians. Thank you so much for supporting your kids for doing band. Both Mr. Norton and I are very pleased with the 6th grade this year. They're strong groups at both middle schools, and we've had a really, really lovely time working on this music with your kids. So enjoy their improvement. First Light is up first. Thank you. Our next piece is a really fun one. It's called a piece called Across the Serengeti. And it has, it's based on like African style of music, which is really fun for us because beginning band music can, if you don't look very carefully, can sound a lot the same because the kids have a small range, they have a small amount of rhythms that they know, and this piece is really fun. The drummers are doing all sorts of fun things like beaded gourds and go-go bells and claves in addition to what's this. So this is a great beginning band piece in a completely different style than we might normally find, and you should hear a lot of musical expression in this one as well. We worked really hard at putting in like the louds and the softs to make it sound even more interesting for you.
Welcome everyone. Sixth graders, you're sounding amazing. Sounds awesome. My name is Andrew Norton. I'm the band director at Parker, and the sixth graders have been working hard, and it's been a privilege working with them this afternoon. Our next piece is called Celtic Ritual and Dance. The opening of this piece is a processional style with a sense of mystical reverence of Druids from the 3rd century BCE. The second section of the piece leads into a dance. This piece has allowed students to learn about tempo changes as well as playing in contrasting styles. We hope you enjoy Celtic Ritual and Dance. Our next piece is called Firestorm. The music that Mrs. Webster and I select teach a variety of skills. In this exciting piece, students learn about dynamic contrast, articulation, and phrasing. The piece features our percussionists during a solo section in the middle of the piece. We hope you enjoy Firestorm. Before we play our final piece, I'd like to thank the students for their hard work. They've truly worked hard, and it's been a pleasure working with them today, and it's especially fun to combine for this exciting event. I also would like to thank my colleagues, Ms. Webster, Mr. Mulligan, Mrs. Tamuzio, Ms. Wisterom, and Mr. Mullen. This day would not be possible without their dedication. It's truly a pleasure working with such a terrific team of educators. There are two pieces of music that every beginning band needs to play. One is Hot Cross Buns, of course, and the second is Let's Go Band. It's become a tradition to perform this piece at ArtsFest, and we hope you enjoy it. Students, amazing job. You've come a long way since Hot Cross Buns. Congratulations. Our next group are the choruses, and you're going to notice a lot of kids getting up from the band and going to the chorus. We have a lot of kids that do both. We need about 2 minutes to transition. We hope you enjoy the rest of the performance. Have a good night.
Hello, thank you so much for your patience. So behind me I have our combined 6th grade choruses from both Parker and Coolidge. Isn't that a great looking group? My name is Lisa Wistrom. I'm the Coolidge choir director at Coolidge, and I'm really excited to be here tonight with all these wonderful singers. We practiced this afternoon, and we've just been going strong ever since. So they came in with a lot of excitement and energy, which was wonderful, and I'm very excited. And so that being said, let's break forth into joy with our first song, accompanied by Ms. DeMuzio on piano.
Good evening, I'm Jenny DeMuzio and I'm the choral director at Parker Middle School, and I am also delighted to be here with you at such a wonderful evening that we get to spend together, afternoon and evening, with these kids who have great kids. Thank you for sharing them with us. They've been having a really fun time together too, which is neat to see. We are going to now go to a song that was written by Jim Papoulos, who is a very famous composer, contemporary composer. I actually got to meet him a few years back at a music conference here in Massachusetts. And he is known for writing a lot of world music and bringing a lot of different cultures into his music writing and writing to make the world a better place. And so I just wanted to read a little bit of the history of this song, which is called We Will. And he talks about on September 16th of 2001, a group of US-based musicians were due to depart with me for a tour of the People's Republic of China. to perform Sounds of a Better World concerts benefiting children's charities in each tour city. Well, of course, in September of 2001, that tour got canceled. And then in October, he was asked to come and work with a group of singers in Miami and a choir there. And they actually did songwriting. It was a songwriting workshop. So the children were committed and disciplined in their desire to create a response to the changed world, completing the song in just 2 days. There is no better way to compose a song than from real feelings. I don't know if any of you have ever written music, but that's so true, right? We will is a result of real thoughts, feelings, and hopes. The words that the children help to write speak for themselves. Those words are their gift to the world, to other children who struggle with trying to make sense of the world. And the children wanted to include a nonsensical phrase in there. He said to sort of combat the barrage of words in the news that confused them. And he thought that the phrase that they came up with was just these nonsense syllables, sort of sounded like a phrase in Swahili that his mother used to sing. And so he added those words into it. The Swahili was simama wototo, meaning stand tall, children. And so it's just a really neat piece of, is there hope? Are we going to come out of this in what happened post 9/11? And offering that hope that was brought by children. And so we are so thankful to be able to invest our lives, all of us here as music educators, in these children and the hope that they are for our future. And so we have some very special treats today. We have an 8th grader, James Denny from Parker, who is going to accompany us on the piano. Could we welcome James? And this is really cool because when James was in 6th grade, he actually accompanied the 6th grade chorus at that time as just a 6th grader and did an excellent job. So we are bringing him back for that. And we also have a small group that is going to sing what's called a descant, which is harmony part above the melody. So you'll hear them. And we have 3 students from Coolidge and 3 from Parker. We have on this side will be Lucy Stetson, Olivia Petrie, and Amelia Jackson. And on this side, Quinn Murphy, Callie Cuff, and Addie Hillary. So we are very excited to have that extra part that's going on, in addition to the multiple parts you're already going to hear. That was a long intro. Sorry. Here is We Will.
As we walk
I really don't think this song needs much introduction. I think a lot of you will recognize it from the musical Grease, We Go Together. They don't like that one at all, can you tell? I want to thank you guys, Mrs. Wistrom and I both want to thank you all for all the work you've put in. They have been working for a couple months on this music, but like it has already been said, it was just this afternoon. We had 1 hour here, 3:15 to 4:15, with the kids here for chorus before the band had to rehearse then. So it's quite extraordinary what they can put together in a short period of time, and they've had a really good attitude. They've been excited and energetic, as you can tell. So thank you all for the work. Can I give them another round of applause? I also want to thank all of you for your support of your kids doing music. There are countless studies of the benefits of music, not just for the brain and memory and combating dementia later in life, all sorts of things that it does for your health and the joy that it brings, but also connecting with each other here in middle school, which is a really challenging time in life, as I'm sure you all know, and trying to find your place in this world. And music is a great place to do that with people who are accepting and loving. And so we're just really grateful that we get to do this and get to spread some joy. I always tell my students before we go out to sing a concert, let's go create some joy for these people. So we hope that we've done that for you tonight. We also want to thank the administrators who are here to support us and the administration in central office who places a high priority on the arts. And if you haven't had a chance to look at all the artwork out on Main Street, please take a few moments at least to do that. It is quite extraordinary too. We have excellent art teachers in this district, and so we're very thankful to them for the work they do for our kids as well. Yes, Yes, there's a jazz concert at 7 o'clock. We would love it if you would all stick around. It is going to have the middle school jazz band and the high school jazz band, so that's really fun, and to be ending with that, along with a bonus onto that at the end of the jazz concert is, as has already been said, an improvisaurus group, which is the drama group here. They had an amazing sketch last night from the drama club. And so tonight they're doing that as well. So please stay and enjoy that. And we'll look forward to seeing you all at our spring concerts that are coming up. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Welcome back. Welcome back to our final concert of the evening and the final concert of ArtsFest 2025. We are thrilled to have this opportunity to show you all the amazing arts experiences that are happening every single day in the Reading Public Schools. The arts are so vital to the human experience and represent a spirit inside of us that cannot be quantified. When asked to explain her dance interpretation, the famous dancer Isadora Duncan famously quipped, "If I could tell you what it meant, there would be no point to dancing it." On to the concert. We will be opening the concert with the middle school jazz band under the direction of Mr. Ortiz, the RMHS stage band under the direction of Mr. Kevin Gallant, followed by the RMHS Jazz Ensemble under the direction of the legendary Mr. Joe Mulligan. Please welcome the middle school jazz band.
They told me take a while. Oh, there you go. They were absolutely right. How's everybody doing? Awesome. Well, you know, I'm Johan Ortiz, and I'm the director for the jazz band, for the middle school jazz band. I'm honored to work with these great musicians. We started not long ago, and these guys have worked really hard, and it's been really great. So we're going to be playing some Duke Ellington and some Thelonious Monk. Can you believe Thelonious Monk's first name is Sphere? It's odd to me. I thought that was like a this day and age thing, but apparently people back in the 30s did it. Anyways. As you all know, jazz is an art that involves a lot of improvisation, so we are going to improvise our butts off. All right, everybody. They can play. That was Sheet Jam Blues by the great Duke Ellington. Now we're going to move on to Monk's piece, Blue Monk.
All right. My name is Kevin Glitt. I'm the director of the stage band. Today we're going to be playing a couple tunes for you. We're going to start off with a song called Whirlybird. I hope you enjoy. We're going to be featuring Michelle Shihanovich on alto sax. Before we play our last piece, Samba de Roda, I just want to give out a couple quick things. ArtsFest is one of my favorite times of year, and I actually got a chance to student teach with Mr. Mulligan last year while I was finishing up my music ed degree, and seeing like the time and effort that goes into putting something like this together is, I just remember seeing so many like PowerPoint slides like taped along every wall of the previous department head's Mr. Mosier's office, and it was just like, whoa. So it takes a lot of effort to put something like this together. So I just want to thank Mr. Mullen for putting this together, Mr. Mulligan, and all the administration, all the middle school band directors, everyone. Please a round of applause for everybody. Samba de Roda is going to feature Alex Minnie on alto sax, Grant Lewis on trumpet, oh, it's a close one, and Patty Terrell on guitar. I hope you enjoy.
Okay, so again, thank you so much for your patience this evening. This is the Reading Memorial High School Jazz Band. We're going to play two pieces of music for you tonight. The first one is an Oliver Nelson piece that is called Critics' Choice, which was made famous by the great Buddy Rich Band. This is going to feature Tori Henry on piano, Brian Fernandez on guitar, Aiden Kelly on trombone, Ben Hool on alto saxophone, a little bit of Alex Minnie on drums here and there. So we hope you enjoy. So throughout the winter and spring, organization called the Massachusetts Association for Jazz Education has festivals all throughout Massachusetts. And if you get accepted to go to the state finals, and if you do well enough at the state finals, then you get to participate in what's called the MHAE Gold Medal Showcase, which this year the band was fortunate enough to be able to be a part of. It's going to be on May 4th. It's on the Boston Esplanade. It's at the Hat Show in Boston. So it's going to be a beautiful Sunday. So if anyone would like to come down and hear some great high school jazz ensembles, we'll be there for most of the day. The event will start around 11 o'clock, and the last group will go on at about 4 o'clock or 4:30. Again, there's a lot of great jazz going on in Massachusetts, and we're very fortunate to be able to be part of that particular concert again this year. So the last piece that we're going to play for you is called Ojitos, and it's by Michelle Fernandez, and it's going to feature on bass Josh Bourne, on piano Lucas Bowen, on guitar Brian Fernandez. We have our percussion section down here of Alex Minnie and Tori Henry. Is it oh yeah, Justin in the back. Justin Canada on drums. So here we go. Here's Ojitos. supporting the arts here in Reading. Again, it's always a great time of year to have ArtsFest. Again, thank you to all of the music teachers that work in the district, all the art teachers, all of the theater teachers, everybody here has really put together a great show, so thank you so much. Have a great night.
We have one more thing for you this evening. The Improvisaurus is going to do a little show for us. I saw them a few months ago and they were just absolutely terrific. So please welcome Mrs. Natalie Cunha and Improvisaurus.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much. And thank you for the jazz band. Let's give one more amazing round of applause for the incredible jazz band. You have all been such an amazing audience, and we've had such an incredible night of concerts, and you've been so polite and so ready, and you've been clapping so politely, but now it's time to get a little rowdy, because the students to my right are just some of the incredible members of the RMHS improv troupe known as Improvisaurus, under the direction of Mr. Robert Smithney. These amazing students have been learning improv, some of them over the past 4 years. They have 2 shows a year and do all sorts of amazing events. And their most recent show in the winter was standing room only in our drummer room Black Box, and you can see their next performance on May 23rd, and we really hope you don't miss it. But they're going to need a little help from you, so I'm going to let them spread out and set up a little bit. In the meantime, like I said, improv means that we might need you. So just to get you a little bit warmed up, on the count of 3, tell me which you prefer, dog or cat. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're a dog crowd. We're a dog crowd. That's good to know. That's good for us to know. They're a dog crowd. Okay, on the count of 3, which do you prefer, ice cream or popsicles? 1, 2, 3. Ice cream. We're an ice cream crowd. We're an ice cream crowd. All right, and on the count of 3, who do you prefer, mom or dad? 1, 2. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's never sounds good. All right, so without further ado, these incredible students have 2 amazing games to show you tonight. I'm going to pass it over to one of our co-captains of Improvisaurus, Mr. Aiden Kiley.
How are we doing tonight? Like Miss Cunha has said, we are Improvisaurus. Everybody say ooh. Everybody say ah. All right, great. We are going to get started with our warm-up today, which is called Love or Hate. What's your favorite thing? Your dogs. All right, let's get that started. I love my dog. My dog's name is Stella. She is my pride and joy. She is 1 year old, and she is so lovely. She's
What's that old book? Isn't it like the Stella Luna, like the little bat? I love her so much. You know, she inspires me every day. You know, reaching up to the stars. God, my dreams coming true.
I hate it when dreams come true. I don't know, something about them. It's like I have a dream that I can't find the bathroom, and then I get up and I can't find the
I love the bathroom. It's my favorite place. The bathtub, the sink, the toilet, the curtains, the napkins. It's all just so great.
I hate napkins, especially when people draw on them. Like, who does that? Like, napkins should be gotten rid of because, like, then
I love getting rid of things. I mean, I got rid of like everything in my house last summer. Sure, I don't have plates to eat on, but I mean, that's what hands are for.
I love to eat, honestly. Like, I am heading home for whatever activity I have, and I mean that I'm using that whole entire pantry out clean. There is not a single packet of food that is not in my sight and not there remaining. By the end of that 30-minute period, the whole entire house is scavenged.
I love 30-minute periods. It's my favorite time of day, especially when classes are shorter, so now they are 30 minutes instead of the 50 minutes.
I love shorts and short people, just like my friend Natalie. Oh, she's so good. All right, I'm hoping that you guys absolutely loved that game because we're going to get started on our next game, which is called Freeze. When I clap my hands or any of the other Improvisauruses clap their hands, we're going to switch the scene. All right, can anybody name a duo or a group of people that they really look up to? Simon and Garfunkel. All right, let's get 2 Improvisauruses up, okay. And C.
I am Garfunkel the orange cat.
I'm Simon, the songwriter.
What do you write songs about?
Sadness, but also love.
Do you love Garfunkel?
It's a love.
Freeze.
You shall not pass!
But why?
Because I
so I need you to give me an explanation.
What is your logic?
This feels good.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, we kind of avoid doing that pose for obvious reasons. We can go to the side to side. Sometimes you'll hear your bones crack.
Oh.
Ah, the world. The world is a vast landscape. You know, I kind of thought on the open ocean you'd like see more stuff. I don't know, I'm kind of staring at just the ocean for the past week. You know what it's about?
Well, don't worry, Christopher Columbus. We'll get there soon.
I love India.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So how's your day been? You know, how are things with Stephanie?
Freeze! I'm sorry, why'd you do that?
Well, I was hungry.
Where's my cat?
I was hungry.
Where is my cat?
I was hungry.
members will be doing different poses to emulate the vacation that me and Thea went on. But we are missing 2 people, and we know that they're sitting in the audience right now.
Can you come up, ma'am? Your name is Erin Howe.
No!
And would anyone else like to come up? Literally. Right here. Oh, yeah.
What's your name?
Erin.
What's your name?
Dylan.
So you will be posing with the rest of the Improvisaurus members. But me and Thea have short-term memory loss, sadly. So we can't remember the vacation we went on. Does anyone remember where we went to?
Aruba.
Hey! All right, I think we're ready.
All right.
Let's go to the first slide, please.
First slide.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. So this is my beautiful friend Emma, sunbathing on the beach. And this is me. I had too much soup and I was just feeling it.
Yeah. You know, there was also like a Shakespeare reenactment on the beach. I think
Yeah.
they're really trying to get into the American culture.
Yeah.
The England culture.
The England culture. Mixed of America and England.
Yeah.
And then these are some wonderful Arubians trying to help me because they can see that I'm just not having it.
I could not be bothered. I was tanning.
Yes. And over here we have another Arubian posing with my beautiful friend Emma. And this is actually a video. They were saying something very funny and I wanted to keep it in play.
You need to move over to the left. I'm not like at this angle. No. You need my jawline in this. Move
You
this
can
side.
tell it's
Yeah,
me
move this
because
side.
he's blonde.
Yeah, like my luscious hair. Yeah, I need that in frame. Thank you, please. Luscious hair. Those are extensions.
And then we stopped talking to him for the rest of the vacation because he openly insulted me.
Right?
I think it's time to move on to the next slide.
Yes, slide number 2.
You know, this vacation was wonderful. We should go on it again.
All right. You want to take this one?
You know, we did see the Arubian Sea World, and it was just so sad because they were so close to the open sea. But you know, it's okay because you know at least they're getting free food, more than we can say. Our bank accounts are gone.
Right. And this was me. I went to a spell weaving class, and I'm trying to try that out. Sort of like the airbender thing going on.
Yeah, we did watch Avatar.
Yes.
We really felt it.
Yeah.
These were the Arubians that didn't like us. They wanted us
Out.
Yeah, you know, we're American. But I do remember a video, seeing as this is you, and you know, you're standing up to them. They're bullying us.
Yeah.
All right, I think we should play the video.
Let's play the video.
It is my American right as a citizen of the United States of America to make you follow my rules. You know, my descendants wrote the Constitution. USA.
You cannot talk to my friend like that.
Oh.
Because she's my friend and not yours.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you guys were
So why are you still talking to her? Because she's my friend.
This argument was over hamburgers. They gave me pickles, and I was furious.
And it
was taking interviews there.
Yes.
We did meet him.
Yes. And what did he say? It's a video, actually.
I am Biggie Smalls. I am big.
I really felt that.
And I am small. I am Biggie Small.
It really makes you think.